There is a question many deliberate creators ask: why can't I just leap from where I am straight into the reality I desire? And the answer is simple. Everything you want already exists vibrationally, and it's broadcasting on a very specific frequency. A frequency you can absolutely reach, but not by skipping the steps that shape your emotional field. Every desire carries an emotional signature. You can send this right now. Think of the thing you want: the relationship, the abundance, the freedom, the stability, and notice the emotion it evokes when you truly imagine it realized. That emotion is the frequency your desire is already vibrating at. Now, think of how you feel right now about the same topic. The emotion you feel in the present moment is the frequency of your current emotional code. These two frequencies, the future emotion of your desire and the current emotion of your now, are often very far apart. Not because the desire is impossible, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because the emotional field you have today was built from everything you've learned, everything you've experienced, everything you believed, and everything you practiced for years. It is familiar, it is practiced, it's yours. And moving from here to the frequency of your desire requires a gentle, intelligent process. Not 10 emotional steps at a time, just one. So, why you don't leap 10 steps? Why you rise just one? Many people try to make a quantum leap emotionally. From fear to euphoria, from resistance to freedom, from separation to union. But vibrationally, it's like trying to jump from one continent to another without first getting on the plane. Your emotional field cannot hold a frequency it has not learned to stabilize. You can imagine the reality, just like you can imagine yourself on the other side of the planet right now. But your physical body still stands where it stands. Your emotional body does too. So the intelligent path is this. Use your imagination to sense your future, but start building from the present. Your fantasy shows you your destination. Emotions show you your starting point. And your job as a creator is to close the gap one emotional step at a time. When fantasy and reality feel too far apart, many students, co-creators, and listeners tell me, I have this beautiful vision and I love it. But my current life feels like a completely different world. And it's true, sometimes the gap feels enormous. But the gap is not the problem. Your expectation about the speed of crossing it is. When your desired reality feels so different from your now that you cannot even sense a pathway between them, your mind becomes overwhelmed and your emotional field becomes confused. Suddenly, your fantasy feels heavenly and your reality feels heavy because the frequency difference is too wide to stabilize. So, let's do something more intelligent, more precise, more effective. Step 1. Acknowledge where you stand. Once you see the ideal picture you want, the relationship, the career, the body, the abundance, you are allowed to enjoy it, to live in it, to play in it with your imagination. It's your home place in consciousness. Stay there as long as you want. But when you return to your physical now, you must see and feel what is actually activated in you today. Imagine you travel in your mind to Bali or Tokyo or Patagonia. You can feel it, sense it, experience it internally. But when the vision ends, your physical body is still in your living room. Your journey to the destination must start from where you stand. And emotionally, it's the same. You start from this emotional frequency. Step 2. Name the entire emotional field. Take one topic, relationships, money, health, purpose, and write down everything you currently feel about it. Everything. Not the spiritual version, not the version you think you should feel, the truth. For example, I feel resistance, I feel afraid, I feel helpless, I feel unworthy, I feel annoyed. Whatever is there, name it. Because emotion becomes powerful when it's acknowledged. Once you name the full emotional field, you begin transforming it one piece at a time. Step 3. Take one emotion and move it one step up. Let's say you feel helpless around relationships. You don't need to leap into confidence, joy, or certainty. That's too far. You only need the next emotion. A little relief, a little openness, a little curiosity, a sense of possibility, a teeny spark of maybe, a bit of playful energy, a gentle internal flirting with the idea of connection. One step. Feel it. Hold it. Let it settle. When you shift one emotional pattern, your entire energetic field begins to reorganize. Then, take the next emotion, like feeling unequal, or fear of disappointment, or fear of vulnerability, and do the same. One step, one layer, one frequency higher. And after several shifts, your entire emotional code changes. Expand your capacity instead of withdrawing early. Every creator has a withdrawal point, the moment they stop moving toward a desire and retreat. Some withdraw at the first obstacle, some at the second, some at the third. Your task is not to leap to perfection, but to place your withdrawal point one step further than your usual pattern. If you normally give up after one difficulty, go through 2. If you normally leave after 3 red flags, explore until 4. If you normally retreat the moment discomfort appears, give yourself one more moment before retreating. This expands your emotional window. It increases your capacity for creation. It builds your inner stamina. It sharpens your vibration. Step 5. Practice emotional presence. When you take one emotion at a time and bring consciousness to it, real awareness, gentle attention, no pressure, it transforms. Your attention is alchemy. It reorganizes the emotional code. You sit with what you feel and find the next better feeling, thought, or sensation. Not the perfect one, just the better one. This is emotional mastery. This is vibrational intelligence. This is how your point of attraction shifts. Step 6. Return to your vision with a new emotional code. After you do this work, with every emotion around a topic, you return to your vision and suddenly it feels closer, more real, more believable, more here. Not because the fantasy changed, but because you changed. Your emotional field now resonates with the frequency of your desire. This is the closing of the gap. This is how creation becomes inevitable. This is how alignment becomes momentum. Emotional skill is not about forcing yourself to feel better. It's about becoming so precise, so patient, so present that you can shift your inner world one step at a time until the entire field reorganizes. You name what you feel, you sit with it, you soften it, you shift it by a degree, and a degree, and a degree. And one day, you look at your life and realize you made the quantum leap after all, not by jumping 10 steps, but by rising one step consistently. This is emotional mastery. This is vibrational intelligence. This is the path of a deliberate creator. Your desire is not far. It's one emotional step away, and another, until you and your vision stand on the same frequency, and reality has no choice but to reflect it.